Hey folks, this video is more or less for friends to see my most recent thrift shop purchases, which I just picked up about an hour ago here in the Modesto area. It's not often that you find semi-okay LP records anymore. I feel like the age of vinyl popularity has really kind of thinned the herd. When me and my buddy Jonathan worked at a thrift shop together back in the early 2000s, 2004, you used to find like entire classic rock, any record that would be highly sought after in a record store, maybe $20, $30 records, you were finding for 10 cents a piece. And they were still readily available at the garage sales and everything back in 15, 20 years ago. So now all that stuff's kind of dried up. But today I picked up 18 records, and their price at this thrift shop in Modesto was 25 cents a piece. They said they're soon going to be raising them to $1 a piece though. Not a fan, but still better than Goodwill, where they're wanting $2 a record, which I will not pay here in California. So we'll start off with, I would say most of these, if you look at the gold mine grading standard, they're probably going to be mostly good condition. Maybe a few very good, maybe a few good plus condition, but we'll start off with this copy. Vanguard label. Joan Baez Volume 2 in concert. And this one, I would say this one's in good condition. So I picked that one up. Here's another one. Neil Sedaka, Greatest Hits. This is not an early pressing. This is a 70s reissue of an earlier copy. What else? I have this, but in another version, and mine was a UK import, but I picked this up just because you just don't find stuff like this. Phillips release, The Best of Dusty Springfield's Golden Hits. And I had paid $25 for a UK import because I just couldn't find anything on the US eBays. I'd say it's a good condition. Here's a compilation of Joan Baez, double LP with booklet. The first 10 years, really bad ring wear, but the booklet is still intact. Oh, it's falling out. It just fell out. But it's supposed to be glued. You can see someone tried to tape it way back in the day. And let's take a look at the condition on these. Check one record here. A lot of fingerprints. It'll clean. Good condition. Maybe very good. A later Everly Brothers release. The Everly Brothers Sing. And there's no date. Let's see if this is an earlier pressing. Yep, this is an earlier pressing. Mid-60s, Warner Brothers. Another Joan Baez one. This one was released by a West German record company called Bear Family Records. Joan Baez, a package of Joan Baez, so this seems to be some sort of compilation. It still has the price tag on it. Gemma. I've heard of Gemma before. All titles were traditional except were noted. That one's in great condition. Very good plus. Neil Diamond, Touching Me, Touching You. This one is a universal release, 70s. It's got some scratches on there. I'd still say it's in good condition though. This one's cool. The Best of Little Anthony and the Imperials. I like compilations. This one's a reissue because it has a barcode label error. Liberty Records. But in very good shape. I like compilations of this era. This one is in horrible condition, but I just bought it because it looked cool. Coronet Records, The Bugs, kind of doing a Beatles sound, Beatles songs. kind of the British invasion sound. And actually, interestingly, I was recently watching on my last video, the Elvis comeback special, uncut VHS, and he said that he liked this particular band. So I was interested to try it, but the condition, it's very dirty. Look at that. I think it'll clean and it'll look more glossy, but it's very dusty. It's good condition. There's just a few scuffs here and there, but most of it is just dirt. So that'll be a lot better playable. And currently I packed up my record player and receiver because we are going to be moving soon. Here's another one. This one's an early release. The Platters, Remember When. And Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, great song. I just love these early 60s, late 50s, really glossy on the front, flat paper on the back, thicker cardstock. This one, someone took good care of it because they upgraded it to a plastic sleeve insert. It doesn't have a Mercury advertising insert, but I hate these. Actually, I hate these plastic record holders. They get all bunched up. This is probably the most boring video that I've ever done of recent note because it's just kind of off the cuff. I'm talking about this mostly for friends. See what I mean? Those plastic LP sleeves, they get all weird. I love this type of a record. Train sounds. Pacific 231. Oh, wait a minute. So this is actually someone that I have no idea what this is. It says it's composed by her Philharmonic Orchestra. I don't know. I thought it was train sounds, but it's actually orchestra music. And there's a lot of liner notes, and I'm not going to take the time to read it, but I love trains, so I bought that one. I got Ella Fitzgerald. This one was pretty clean. Venue Records. A later copy of a Supertramp record. This album is called Famous Last Words. I do like Supertramp. Breakfast in America album, one of my favorites. The Honey Drippers, Volume 1. Now I'm going to have to track down Volume 2, just like I had Volume 2 of the Joan Baez one. I'm going to have to track down the other copy to complete the set. Here's another Joan Baez. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name right. It's got poor jacket condition, but the record was playable. It was good condition. I'm really a huge fan of Bobby Darin. This one I think was the worst condition of the ones that I bought. Nope, it was the other one. There was two Bobby Darin records, so I got this one, Oh Look at Me Now, and this one was in good condition. Capitol Records, Rainbow Release. This one was the poor condition one. This one's called You're the Reason I'm Living. Bobby Darin tragically died, and I think he was 38 years old. This one's got some scuffs, but it's still playable. And we got two more. So we got another Ella Fitzgerald one. This one was Venue Records release as well. Don't know about it. It's Volume 1 too, so now I got to find Volume 2. This one I know nothing about it, but it just sounded interesting. And it's also a two-part one, but only one of them was there. Jamal at the Perishing, Volume 2. It's a jazz record. Very good condition. So, you know, interesting stuff like that. I find myself buying whatever interests me. There's no real rhyme or reason to what I collect as far as LPs go. I probably have close to 500. And there you go. Just a quick little sampling. I paid $4.50 for all of those, 25 cents a record. I said, keep the change, gave him a $5. Until next time, we'll see you then.